The Day in Tech History is sponsored by CashFly over at CACHEFLY.com, where you can host your podcast and get a 14-day free trial.
Jeffrey Powers here. I welcome you to the Day in Tech History, a full rundown of technology history 7 days a week. Subscribe to the show via iTunes, Stitcher, or download right from dayintechhistory.com. Now let's find out what happened on this day, your day in tech history. December 31st. And last few days we've had some pretty short ones, but I promise you this one will be pretty good in information here. We're going to start in 1974. Popular Electronics releases in its January issue featuring the Altair 8800 computer, marking the leading edge of the age of home computers. 1976 microcomputer manufacturer CROMEMCO is incorporated by Harry Garland and Roger Mellon. They were two roommates at Stanford University. CROMEMCO is an acronym inspired by the name of their dormitory, Crothers Memorial Hall Company. It would be the first in the line of products that would be based on the Zilog Z80 microprocessor and the S100 bus. 1981, over 200 million floppy disk drives were shipped worldwide to date. In 1982, 750,000 Commodore VIC-20 computers were shipped worldwide to date. 600,000 Timex Sinclair 1000 computers were shipped worldwide to date, and 575,000 Texas Instruments TI-99-4 computers were shipped worldwide to date. In 1983, AT&T Bell system was broken up by the United States government, and 1 million IBM personal computers were sold to date. In 1984, 3.5 million Commodore 64 computers were shipped to date. Also in 1984, 6,000 IBM JX personal computers were shipped and sold to Japan to date. In 1987, 10.5 million units of the MS-DOS operating system were shipped. 350,000 IBM PS2 Model 30 computers were shipped worldwide. 340,000 Apple IIGS's were shipped worldwide. 308,000 IBM PS2 Model 50 computers were shipped worldwide. 263,000 IBM PC-AT Model 5170 computers were shipped worldwide. 261,000 Atari 130XE and Atari 65XE computers were shipped worldwide to date. 255,000 Apple Macintosh SE computers, 231,000 Apple IIe computers, and 217,000 IBM PC XT Model 5160 computers were shipped worldwide to date. And one more for this year, 210,000 leading-edge PC Model D computers were shipped worldwide to date. 1991, 7 million Apple Macintosh computers, 15 million units of Microsoft Windows 3.0, 16 million units of the Lotus 123 spreadsheet, and 1,000 viruses exited into the wild in this date in 1991. 1992, an estimated 135 million personal computers were shipped worldwide to date. 1994, 1 million units of Windows NT were shipped, 10 million units of IBM's OS 2 2.0, 50 to 60 million units of Microsoft Windows operating systems have been shipped to worldwide to date. And according to the Information and Interactive Services Report, America Online now serves 1.5 million subscribers, whereas CompuServe serves 2.4 million subscribers, and Prodigy serves 1.2 million subscribers, with eWorld serving 65,000 subscribers and Delphi only 120,000 subscribers. And in 1995, the numbers pretty much the same. AOL, 4.5 million. CompuServe, 4 million. Prodigy, 1.6 million. Microsoft Network, 1.6 million. eWorld has 126,000, and Delphi has 125,000 subscribers. Also in 1995, Dynamix releases the mecha simulation game Earth Siege 2 for Windows 95. And the last Calvin and Hobbes comic strip by Bill Watterson is published. Following the retirement, Watterson would withdraw entirely from the spotlight, giving no interviews, making no public appearances, no autographs and no licensing for the characters. And he holds that to this date, where he has not come out of any type of hibernation or retirement. 1996, 65 million units of Microsoft Windows 95 operations have been shipped to date. IBM announces that it has developed a hard drive capable of storing 5 gigabits per square inch. It won't be ready for the consumer market for years, though. And the NCR Corporation becomes an independent company, emerging as a spin-off from AT&T. 1997. In an attempt to make the Microsoft network competitive with America Online, Microsoft announces the acquisition of Hotmail, which is a free web-based email service. They paid $400 million for it, and the acquisition would be finalized on January 3rd of 1998. Hotmail had at the time 8.5 million users. 1999, a few more statistical date information here. 1.4 billion CD-R discs were shipped. 14 million CD-RW drives were shipped to date. The Chicago Syslink BBS, which has been operated by George Mataziak for nearly 20 years, closes, and Computer Associates International warns computer users of 3 newly found viruses designed to prey on the Y2K vulnerabilities: Esmeralda.807 virus, the Lucky 2000 virus, and the Spaces 0.1633 virus.
If you love the day in tech history, then I encourage you to join my Patreon movement over at patreon.com/geekazine. Your contribution keeps the lights on and more day in tech history episodes available. Pledge as little as $1 a month or $12 a year for 365 days of podcasts. Add to that all the content from geekazine.com, morninggeeks.com, and other shows that I produce. That's over at patreon.com/geekazine. Now let's get back into your day in tech history.
In 2001, Apple Computers sold a total of 125,000 iPods. Microsoft discontinues support for Windows 1.01, Windows 2.0, Windows 2.1, Windows 3.0, and Windows NT 3.51 operating systems. 2002, Apple Computer unveils the first limited edition iPods featuring the signature of Beck, Madonna, or Tony Hawk, or the logo of No Doubt engraved on the back plate for an additional $49. The price of those iPods were $548, or $597 if you got the engraving. 2003, Tim Berners-Lee is knighted in recognition for his creation of the World Wide Web. In 2004, Daniel James Cuthbert of Whitechapel, London, becomes concerned that a website through which he has donated money to tsunami relief is actually a phishing scam designed to collect credit card data from unwary users. Cuthbert uses an Apple notebook and Safari browser to perform 2 simple penetration tests, and basically adding .. to the website's URL in an attempt to access the host's higher directories. The action, while exceptionally mild, is interpreted by a directory traverse attack and subsequently triggers an alarm. 20 days later, he would be arrested at his place of employment, and his home would be searched. On October 6th of 2005, Cuthbert would be convicted of violating Section 1A of the UK's Computer Misuse Act of 1990 and fined £400 by District Judge Quentin Purdy. Basically, it reads, if a person is guilty of an offense and causes a computer to perform any function with intent to secure access to the program or any data held in the computer, Prosecution made for application and costs would result in another £600 in Cuthbert, but declines to seize the Apple notebook. No mention as to the initial website, which he was concerned about if it was actually giving money to tsunami efforts or not. Also in 2004, Microsoft discontinues support for the Windows 4.0 operating system. In 2006, version 1.3 of the PC BSD operating system is released. And in 2007, Baidu Chief Financial Officer Sean Wang dies in an accident. No other details were divulged. And that is your December 31st. Then that rounds off the year for the Day in Tech History. My name is Jeffrey Powers, www.dayintechhistory.com. Thank you very much for listening to the Day in Tech History. We hope that next year we will provide, if not a better experience for you and more history. Of course, if you have anything you want to add to the Day in Tech History, please email me at geekazine@gmail.com or 608-205-4378. Until next year, take care. And that's your Day in Tech History. My name is Jeffrey Powers, www.dayintechhistory.com. All the show notes are over at wikizine.com, Geekazine's wiki. And of course, you can like the Facebook page and follow Twitter at Day in Tech Hist. Until tomorrow, take care. Day in Tech History is copyright 2015, JMP Enterprise and Geekazine.com.